The universe responds to what we vibrate, not to what we wish for. When our emotions and intentions are aligned, our creative power becomes limitless. Joe Dispenza. Imagination is a powerful tool, capable of shaping reality in surprising ways. Joe Dispenza teaches us that when we use it intentionally, aligning it with elevated feelings, we create a clear energetic signal that connects with the quantum field, the field where all possibilities exist. In this process, gratitude plays an essential role. When we imagine something and feel genuinely grateful as if it has already happened, we are telling our body that the desired future is already a reality. Gratitude is, in fact, a high-frequency emotion that connects our inner state to the future we are creating. Joe explains that by feeling grateful in advance, we create a biochemical response that signals to our body and mind that the desired state is already here. This feeling of gratitude prepares our nervous system and activates new hormonal responses, aligning body and mind with this new identity. It's as if our body starts to believe in what we are imagining, preparing itself to experience that reality. Let's imagine you wish to manifest health or prosperity. Instead of waiting for results to feel grateful, Joe advises us to cultivate this emotion now, even before any physical evidence is present. This state of elevated gratitude is not just positive thinking. It involves deep and sincere emotions that make the body and mind synchronize to a new frequency. When we repeat this process intentionally, our body begins to react as if it were already living that reality, allowing this new identity to take shape. Joe explains that most people live based on present circumstances, reacting to what they see and feel. This limits our ability to create something new as we continuously reinforce our current state of being. But by practicing gratitude for what we want to experience in the future, we make room for manifestation. Our energy rises, creating an attraction field that resonates with the abundance, health, or peace we desire. Thus, imagination and gratitude form a powerful partnership. Imagination brings clarity to what we want, and gratitude creates the emotional state that accelerates its manifestation. By keeping these elevated and clear feelings, we are not only projecting a new future but also allowing it to become a reality. Most people live limited by what they see and feel in the present moment, making it difficult to imagine or create something new. According to Joe Dispenza, this fixation on what is directly in front of us, the environment, problems, time, keeps us trapped in the same emotional and mental patterns, which prevents us from exploring the unlimited potential of the quantum field. This field, where all possibilities exist, can only be accessed when we transcend the limitations of the present and allow ourselves to go beyond what we already know. When we are constantly reacting to our environment, we remain stuck in a kind of loop where past experiences shape our current emotional state, and our emotions in turn reinforce our reality. If we are constantly focused on what is, we hardly create space for what could be. Joe explains that to create something truly new, we must learn to disconnect from these labels and the limits of the here and now and enter a state he calls pure consciousness. This state of pure consciousness is where we disconnect from the identities and expectations we carry, becoming nobody, in no place, at no time. By letting go of our identity, physical limitations, and perceptions of time, we enter a space where we become pure consciousness, free from labels and patterns. In this elevated state, we can tune into a greater energy and access a source of creation that transcends our past experiences. Joe encourages us to practice this state of non-ego or non-mind, where we stop thinking of ourselves in physical and temporal terms, entering a state of pure energy and potential. When we manage to remain in this state of pure consciousness, we break free from past conditioning and allow our energy field to expand. At this level, time and space limitations disappear, and creation becomes a natural expression of our intention and energy. In this state, Joe explains that we attract what we desire more easily because we operate beyond the barriers of time and effort. With our attention fully focused on our intentions and our hearts open in elevated feelings, we send a clear signal to the universe. This signal, loaded with intention and emotion, is what connects us to the quantum field, enabling the creation of a reality beyond the limitations of the present. Joe Dispenza teaches that imagination and visualization are powerful tools for reprogramming the mind and creating a new reality. When we visualize our desired future with clarity and detail, our brain responds as if what we visualize is already happening. This visualization process is not just a mental exercise, but a practice that teaches the body to feel and align with this ideal future. When you see yourself achieving your dreams and feel gratitude, joy, or excitement, you are activating areas in the brain that produce biochemical changes, releasing substances that reinforce these states of being. Joe explains that with consistent practice, these new neural networks strengthen and become what he calls long-term neural circuits. In other words, you start to think, feel, and act according to this new reality, and your body begins to respond to the visualization as if it were true. A powerful example is visualizing yourself living in abundance, health, or peace. By repeatedly visualizing and feeling these states, you are training your body to respond with emotions and sensations that correspond to this reality. It is a conditioning process. The mind and body align and become coherent with the imagined future. This coherence between thoughts and emotions creates a strong energy field capable of attracting the experiences you wish to live. With each visualization practice, you are not only imagining but also creating a future version of yourself, and by doing so, your energy and frequency rise. What was once a dream starts to become a real possibility, manifested through the power of your imagination. To sustain and strengthen this new reality created by imagination and visualization, we need to incorporate these practices into a daily routine that keeps our vibration high and our focus aligned. Joe Dispenza reminds us that it is the consistency of these practices that transforms thoughts and emotions into a new physical reality. Creating a daily routine that includes meditation, visualization, and other practices of emotional elevation is essential to achieve lasting change and solidify this new identity. A powerful routine starts in the morning, before we are drawn into the day's distractions. Take a few minutes to meditate, visualize your desired future clearly, and feel gratitude as if you were already living that reality. This initial practice sets the tone for the rest of the day, bringing focus and alignment with your intention. Joe emphasizes that it is in this state of anticipatory gratitude that we signal to the universe that we are ready to receive what we desire. In addition to morning meditation, it's important to include small moments of mindfulness throughout the day. These can be quick moments of reflection, where you check your emotional state and redirect your energy if you notice limiting emotions or thoughts arising. Maintaining an elevated state requires self-awareness and vigilance, as we often, without realizing it, fall back into old patterns that limit our vibration. By redirecting your attention and focus to the emotional state of your future, you reinforce this new identity and avoid disconnecting from it. Including moments of gratitude throughout the day is a simple and effective way to keep your energy high. Joe suggests that each small act of gratitude strengthens the connection with the quantum field, where the potential for creation exists. By expressing gratitude even for small achievements or experiences, you are telling the universe that you appreciate each step of the way, creating a magnetic energy field that attracts more of the same. Building a routine based on practices of emotional and mental elevation makes these new states of being more natural. Over time, this routine stops being a conscious effort and becomes a way of life. When we commit to raising our vibration and cultivating a new reality, we find that this practice becomes a journey of continuous transformation. Joe Dispenza reminds us that the true power of creation lies in who we become along the way, and by incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we are not only changing our mind and body, but creating a new identity aligned with our highest potential. The true magic happens when this new way of being becomes natural. There's no longer a need to struggle against old habits or fears, as your default state becomes one of peace, gratitude, and confidence. The elevated emotions and thoughts that were once practiced intentionally start to flow spontaneously. At this stage, your elevated vibration becomes a magnetic field, attracting people, situations, and experiences that reflect this new self. This journey requires patience and self-compassion, as deep changes take time. Joe emphasizes the importance of recognizing and celebrating every small progress. After all, each moment of emotional elevation, each visualization, and each gratitude practice is a step toward a new reality. These small steps add up to create solid and lasting transformation. At the end of this journey, you will realize that the creation process goes beyond achieving goals or fulfilling desires. It becomes a way of living in harmony with the universe. When we vibrate in elevated states, we are guided by a natural intuition and confidence. Thus, as Joe Dispenza teaches, we not only create the life we desire but become true co-creators of a reality aligned with our purpose and essence.